stays put at Notre Dame. But let's start off with the Fighting Irish since they're on the road. Russ, by the way, like I mentioned, you can go over to the website, allaccessfootball.com. We got the draft headquarters, the 2026 rankings, the Notre Dame NFL Draft Watch report. We're up to 29 draft eligible prospects, and we've got over 15 in-depth scouting reports on the Notre Dame page. And our guy, Will Donahue, has been cranking out like a maniac. So shout out to him, but you can follow along at home. We're not going to get to all 29 guys, Russ, but I guess we should start off in the dynamic backfield of Batman and Robin. I mean, they got two of the best looking running back prospects in the nation sharing the same backfield.
They do. And I will say, I understand everybody wants to talk about those guys. I get it. My favorite guy is Malachi Fields. He, to me, is the most intriguing guy because he's a big guy. He can run. I really like him. I think he's a guy that has a chance. I mean, I'm not saying for sure, but he's got a chance to go higher in the draft than I think people think because he's a big kid. He looks the part. He can do just about anything you want him to do on the field. I think there's something there with this kid that's going to really allow him to be a very good NFL player. I can't wait to watch him. Also, with everybody focusing on the running backs, they tend to overlook Eli Raritan. And that's a guy you brought my attention to earlier in the year. I hadn't really seen him until you brought him up. And this is a kid that can play ball. I mean, you talk about a kid that's big, and Notre Dame, sort of like Iowa, but not at the same level. They have a history recently of bringing out tight ends, one after the other, of guys that they may not become stars, but they become good, solid NFL tight ends. And this kid's another guy. He is a good player. I think he's going to be a very productive guy at the NFL level. I'm really excited to watch those two today. The two guys on defense that I'm really looking forward to seeing, the two seniors, you have Jason Anye, the defensive tackle. This is a big kid. I love him because he's not only big at 6'4" and change and over 334-plus inch arms. So I know that some NFL people think he's not explosive enough. He's not a playmaker. But when you look at a kid that's this long with those long arms who's strong and competitive, I think there's a home for this kid in the NFL. And Devonta Smith, the DB, this is a guy that doesn't have the height. He's about 5'10". He's not a blazer. I don't think he's going to run under a 4.5. But this kid's just a good football player. I think he has a home in the NFL as a backup, but I like it. Those are the four guys I'm really excited to see today in terms of prospects.
Yeah, the other Devonta Smith, not the wide receiver out of Alabama on the Eagles. There's another Devonta Smith. And I like the other cornerback, Christian Gray, who played very well earlier in the season. He's kind of dipped off a little bit, but I saw elite closing speed, rapid reactions, ball skills, the willingness to step up against the run, and one of the most important aspects of a cornerback, a short memory. When he gets beat, when he makes a mistake, he shakes it off, he bounces back, and I love the short memory of Christian Gray coming in at just under 6 feet tall. You mentioned Malachi Fields. I think he is a top 100 guy. He's been highly productive. I know it's not as productive this season, but he's got about 500 yards. He's went over 800 in each of the previous 2 seasons. So he's a high impact player. He's going to make an immediate impact, I think, as soon as he gets to the NFL. You mentioned Eli Raritan. I mean, this guy's like playing with a 6th offensive lineman. He's that good on the inline, right? And then he can't get you hurt in the passing game. Like, he's had some big time games, catching the ball, 6'6", 265 pounds. Like, this guy, you want to run a jumbo package, then you want to look into Eli Raritan once you get to that mid-round day 2, early day 3 range. I think he might even get bumped up the board. I think he's a top 4 or 5 player at the position. Emil Wagner's a guy that's getting a lot of attention, offensive tackle, might have to kick inside at the next level. Got that inside-outside versatility and the size to go along with it. So just keep an eye on those 2 young men. And then, for me, I have Jeremiah Love as a top 10 overall prospect. I really do believe that
he's a tremendous running back.
I think he's a higher-rated player than Ashton Genty a year ago.
I'm not sure I'm there yet, because the one thing I think that I saw from Genty that I haven't seen from Love is that rare twitch. I think Love's quick and fast. I just thought Genty was a little twitchier, but I get it. I'm not saying we're talking like here and down here. Yeah. I think we're talking like here and here. I mean, and the question is, does he come out or does he stay?
Yeah, I mean, well, he's a running back, so I would
assume he's going to
come out, but like, I don't know if people realize, like, Genty went 6th overall. Like, Love is going to go very high.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be a first-round pick. There's no question about it. If he comes out, which he probably will, which underclassmen, that's your thing. There's no doubt. I mean, when you look at everybody likes to say, and we talk about this all the time in SMWW, and I get the question, why don't running backs have value anymore? And I tell them, I said, running backs do have value. They have tremendous value. I said, the problem is if they're not rare and special, they're considered replaceable. A very good. There's not much difference.
But when you have an elite guy,
that's right. They'll draft him and they'll pay him. So
that's right.
That's where Love fits in. Love is a guy that when you look at what he could be for an offense, I mean, it's funny when you look at the Chargers, and I'm a Chargers fan. I mean, everybody, they love the kid they took in the draft this year, but imagine that offense with a guy like Love. I mean, that to me is when you look and say, oh, this could be special, because they're not a great offensive line now with their two tackles out, but a guy like Love, he's dynamic. He could really upgrade things. So he's the type of running back teams are going to say, screw the whole running back doesn't go early. He's going to be a first-round pick, unless there's something medically or something that we don't know about.
Yeah, and for whatever it's worth, I don't think another running back gets into the first round, but the second running back off the board could very well be his teammate, Jadarian Price, and that's just a Batman and Robin type of backfield. Both of these guys, they got speed, they got size, they got explosiveness, they got inside-outside ability, and I just love the Notre Dame backfield. So, again, there's 29 draft-eligible prospects over on the website. You guys can go